What? Basketball? Wait. What'd you bet? Wait. Jalen Green, the point guard from Houston? Okay, and what else? I heard that was before that. What was after? Wait, Amon Thompson for what? He plays for Houston, right? So wait, he tied it, so that's enough, right? Wait, so who didn't hit? Really?
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, dude. Cause it was a fucking, wasn't it a cup? It wasn't even like it would make it to the cup. It's like the quarterfinals, right? Definitely, no. It's the quarterfinals. Like they're not qualifying for it no more. They're already in it. That means they lost. It's crazy. Green pretty. That's great. Couldn't hit what? He didn't hit that? No shit. That makes sense though. Did you watch that game? Nah, like Kyrie tried to take over and he tried to be the man. If it was anybody's fault, it was Kyrie's, cause he completely tried to ISO everything. Like I don't know. I didn't watch the whole game, so I can't really say. But from the little bit I did, I could completely tell. Like, oh, Kyrie he trying to reach in his bag. He's trying to ISO everybody like AI. And I don't know if obviously if they're lost, it didn't come out right. But Kyrie doesn't try like that usually. Usually he plays like that James Harden bullshit and tries to be the middleman. Can I revive y'all? Aren't y'all dead? Motherfucker, mark a .7 revive.
We're in the storm now. Yeah.
Oh, I have to pick up your cards, huh? True that. I'm not the guy that watched though. I'll play the least at all, yo. What's it called? Huh? What do you mean, PP?
What's the SMG PP 919?
What's it? Huh?
We play with our PPs. I play Warzone.
Okay. Wait, I heard PP and I heard Warzone. What the fuck is PP though? And is SMG?
That's a gun.
What gun?
That's an SMG, dude. That's one of the.
That's a submachine gun. What the fuck is that though? There's a name for it. Why can't y'all say it?
It's the PP. That's what it's called.
That's not the real name of it.
That's what they call it. That's the
well,
name
fuck
of
that gun though.
Like
fuck that gun.
If they call one an AK-47, then they call that one a PP 919 or whatever.
That's the real name of it. If I went to a gun store and I said I wanted a PP, they would give me that gun.
Or if they carry SMGs, I'm sure it's a real gun. They're alive. I don't think they put fake guns.
I doubt it is. Like, it doesn't sound like it. Either way, if it's FMG, fuck it. I already have my favorite SMG.
Nah, dude, the PP's gonna be the favorite. I don't know if it is, but it is really good.
Blaine knows my favorite if he thinks about it.
Well, there's new guns.
Exactly, P90. The P90 is a
part of the last 3 games. They do. They have the Modern Warfare. They have
if it's not a P90, you can get the fuck out. I don't care.
And Black Ops 6 guns.
That's like the coolest game ever. I mean, coolest gun ever. I love that gun.
Kill him on the left, bro. You gotta take him out, bro. Not with a shotty from this distance, so it'd be a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of my PP. Alright, it's one, bro. I'm gonna take the one down on the bottom right. He didn't get knocked. Gotta reload though.
He hasn't even seen me yet. The PV? You know, I kinda like the name, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, dude. Just get our PPs in our hands and we go.
How many kills y'all get in
I
this
thought
game?
there was fucking no chance you're surviving that encounter.
What y'all doing? What the mouth do though? Dude, I haven't played Warzone in like years. Ever since like 3 maps ago. Fuck.
Yep. We had
And
neither,
honestly,
but
I
we jumped on
don't.
this one. It was
If
really
we
good.
play fucking what's it called? Builds, we
Jump on
probably
the
do a
train,
lot
bro.
better.
Jump on the train.
I know I'm gonna, cause that right there looks good. But nah, if we fucking played builds, we probably do a lot better. Cause you don't have to be good at builds, man. Like you just have to. You don't, cause like all you, dude, come on. You can be running in a field, and all of a sudden be able to build a barricade in front of you to block bullets. You don't have to worry about dodging behind something. It's like
No, for sure. That's what
it's
everyone
like
else could do,
Population
but the
1.
way they
If you
build,
play
build
Population
up a
1 to
tower
the
real
level that
quick
me
with
and
3
Blaine
different
did,
chambers in it and shit, and then like you're trying to get through. Oh, you see, oh, they just built this. Oh, they switched it up, and now they built something to come around you. You don't know where the hell they are. They're building everywhere. Oh, shit, right
exactly.
behind you
That
somehow.
doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That means go the fuck off. Like, okay, let someone else kill them. You can run. It doesn't matter about the offensive. It gives you extra defensive. And we're smart enough to use that.
Well, you have to. If someone good, I mean, you can take down
How so? How are
1
they
or
gonna
2.
kill you? How are they gonna kill you by
It
building?
doesn't take that
All you
much
gotta do.
long to
How?
take out the build.
I didn't even notice it did that. But no, I don't love Rocket League, honestly. I will admit I like it more than I used to. The more we played it,
The more you play
but
it, the
it's
better it
obvious
gets.
why I'm not good at it. I mean, come on, I don't play it by myself, and I play with 2 guys on 3s, to where I never get the fucking ball and be able to get better. And it's like I'm never gonna get better playing with y'all on
Get the
on
ball.
3s, cause like y'all play 2s, right? A lot easier, right? I mean, the ball, even without me on there and shit, y'all see the ball a lot more without me, like without 3s. Like it's a whole different game, I would say. Ah, bullshit.
I mean,
Like,
it's different for sure, but I would say it's not a whole lot different, right? Oh, it's shady. I'm out.
dude, I love the power bow. Someone near me, I hear him.
So y'all took a mess, right?
Hey, I made number 6. Shut up, guys. Where'd y'all make it? What number were y'all? But
Right. So y'all got the same, bro.
did y'all really? Son of a bitch.
Right.
I'm going to the lobby, by the way. But no, Rocket League ain't as bad as I usually talk shit about it. But still, like I've got a lot better at it recently playing with y'all. But I still think there's a flaw of playing 3s with 2 guys that's way better than me at it. It has a lot more
That's how I
time
learned
in
how to
it.
play. I just play 3s with randoms.
That's stupid though, because you don't see the ball as much.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
gotta
played
learn how
2s.
to pick your spots and get the ball.
Nah, because I played 2s of Blaine, and it's like the ball is there so much more. And I've talked to fucking the transvestite fucking Max Heather bullshit that it's the same thing. She always plays 2s, but when she plays 3s, it's the same thing. And it's like, you don't see the ball nearly as much if you're playing 3s. How are you supposed to get better if you're never seeing the ball? I mean, I ain't
I
gonna
don't know
lie,
if
it
you're in the
probably
right
made me a little bit
position.
better.
I don't know. I think if we're,
Hey, and y'all talk
you just
shit about
gotta
my
know where the
shady
ball's
shit, but
gonna
I didn't
go.
even say anything about my Nikes.
Oh, I didn't even notice because they were shady. I just seemed like they would just be on shady. It makes sense, you know? You
Nah,
gotta put
they're
them on
different.
someone else.
They're
Yeah.
different. I fucking paid for them. Bender can't wear them. Cell can for some weird reason, but it's weird. Only his final form. Oh, wait, does he? Do you know freaking Goten and Trunks have a oh my god, Nike's on the chickens. That's perfect with the pineapple. But did y'all know that Trunks and Goten have a commercial fusing for a Ford Fusion? There's a legit
Oh, who's using?
there's a legit commercial in Japan or some shit of Goten and Trunks
She's got
fusing.
the Nikes on. See, that's nice. Yeah, that's funny.
There's a legit commercial though that is Goten and Trunks fusing the Gotenks, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is the most powerful form we've ever seen before." Oh my, blah 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 blah, and then it shows them fusing into it, and then when they boom go into Gotenks, instead of showing Gotenks, it shows a Ford Fusion, and apparently that's a legit commercial.
Hmm.
Nigga, like, dude, we're gonna talk about it. We need to find people like that person we found that your dad gave us. That depressed ass motherfucker that gave us that. Dude, that RV made us bank. And not repair, just cosmetic to make someone else think it's good enough. Wait, say it again? I didn't hear the first part. How much was the rent? So, I mean, you don't have to pay the rent, you just gotta get it off that lot, right? Hmm. How much did you pay for that storage for the last one that we did? How's that no different? It's the same thing. Storage a RP at a lot. The storage unit he knew? Well, let's be honest. We can park these motherfuckers at Walmart for a certain amount of time legally. No, fuck that. We don't have to power it in. We can literally park this at Walmart for free, legally. We don't need the power. We can get generators, power it up when we work on it, and move the fuck on. Either way, I mean, 75 ain't that much, so I mean, I ain't willing to argue that with you.
Took him out his tank. Took him out before he died.
I mean, you don't have really much of a risk of it being towed at Walmart. Like, literally, it's completely legal to park there for like 22, 42 hours or some shit bullshit. We'll move it to a different Walmart on the other side of town. It'd be a slippery slope. Yeah. Nah, 35 for a month would probably be better. Is there any special weapons out right now? Oh, yeah, I haven't been playing this lately, have y'all?
Sword.
I don't give a fuck going about it. I just want to know if there's a Kamehameha wave. Oh my god! They changed it! You can run faster with the sword now. That's new? Or is it? Cause you couldn't do it with the old sword.
Right.
I don't know though, but I will, I think, be moving back to Austin area within 2 months, 2 to 3 months for sure. That's my only option. Like, I have that awkward ass talk with my kids and shit. Like, how the fuck do you form a bond with your kids only from a phone call when you're not good at small talk? It's like, that's impossible. So it's like, fuck. Like, I definitely gotta do it. It fucking sucks, but I'm half convinced that my bosses will let me go after Arizona anyways. So it's almost like a little bit of peace of mind. He probably isn't. I'm probably just delusional. But still, I don't know. Like, I like the money, but it still isn't. I don't know. I think the most reason I've been happy about this shit is that. Wait, who's the fuck is this? This is the financial security. I never had that in my entire life. I mean, I grew up with my grandma with $500 a month to support me and her and pay rent and everything. Oh my god, I want my sword. So, who knows? I'll probably lose my car. I'll probably lose a lot of shit. West friends for the sword friends, what up? I don't know how I did. Yeah, for sure. I'm like, why the fuck are you reviving me? Why do you look like the Monopoly man? Huh? Oh, okay, never mind. It doesn't look like Peter right now, it literally just looks like the Monopoly man.
Looking for whoever shot you.
If you can't save the chicken and Peter, you're a loser. They're coming after us though. How dare you pick Peter over the chicken?
Everybody,
More of a steak man, huh?
you got handled on after them.
Shit. The fucked up part is, dude, I've had so many job offers since I took this job that I should have took this, like, go back to Austin. I got an offer from fucking Tesla's Cyber Factory as a fire alarm tech and shit. And it's like, well, that's not available no more. It's not. Like, I don't know. Like, those jobs are so hard to get. Because fucking...
Shouldn't have went after him.
They don't do shit. They just fucking monitor a system that's already active that someone else installed. Though I do know Tesla had a horrible company install their shit. I forget the name of the company, but it was very horrible. They were trying to get me to work on it and fix it for them. And I guess they found someone else. Fuck. How you mark? Is it down? No, it's not.
It's right.
Oh, left. It's left.
Double tap to mark enemies.
It's left.
Double tap left for mark enemies. To say
What,
danger.
double tap what?
Left.
Hold on. One tap left to let me point towards the direction of it. Wait, so, Toucan, you said you played, Diablo 4?
Yeah.
So, I guess, I want to know how much further you are than I am. I didn't get very far, but I made it
Probably
past
further.
the, no, I didn't. I
No, I'm
made
saying I'm
it,
probably further.
oh, definitely. Uh, so I made it past the first village. I made it to the, what the fuck, the, hermit? You know what that is? The first
Yeah.
hermit house you go to? That's where I'm at. That's probably the best way to say it. I'm at that first hermit's house. I talked to him and everything, and now I'm supposed to go to the next place with him to
Yeah.
discuss how to go forward to face, what's her face?
Lilith.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How much further are you than that?
I've made it to the town. I've left the town to go do some missions. I've
What
also
you,
stopped along the way to do a bunch of like little caves and like little dungeons.
there wasn't no dungeons like that before then though, at the point I'm at, right?
No.
I
Just
didn't
on the way
think
to the
so.
next town you find some.
Okay,
That you
so it
can
finally
choose to
starts
go in if you
branching
want
out.
to.
Okay, that makes sense. Uh, so
I've
what
got
class did you
three
pick?
different. I've got abilities for three different slots, I think.
No, no, what
Druid.
class did you pick though?
Druid.
Druid?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean you have three different abilities? Because that confuses me. Because it's like, you have your basic attack, like your melee attacks, but then you unlock another one, and you can have multiple ones of a different I'm at two right now, basically. I have two attacks. But, I guess I can make them
So
anything I want though.
the
How do
first.
you how do you, I don't understand yet of
Right.
how
Right. It took me a minute
you
to
get,
figure it out, so I wasted some points, but you can
how did
refund
you
all but
waste
one
points
of them.
though? You can
But
refund everything, I thought.
you can refund all except for I think for some reason I can't refund the buy of the first ability, but when you upgrade it, then you can refund it or something because it wouldn't. I still have one. I still have some of
It
them
says
unlocked.
zero. That doesn't make sense. Like every time I try to refund something, it says zero, and I've done it a lot. Like literally right now, I can. like obviously I have two moves, but I have two different chains I can choose between. So I have like what is it like 8 different moves I can choose between of two different classes, but I can only choose two of those. But I can literally do it anytime I want.
Not casting that thing. Sure.
I haven't seen any limit though. Like it literally lets like whatever I want to redo, it lets me redo for zero cost. It seems like. Dude, the chicken on the Goblin Glider looks cool as fuck. Not gonna lie. What level are you on 2K? Is, huh? Oh yeah, true that. I think you're still higher than me, dude. I'm only 95. I feel like you're like 96 or so. I finally made it through my first season, and I fucking lost. I blame it on the portal though, the PlayStation portal. Like I was telling Randy earlier, there's a lag. Like if I play on the portal versus my PlayStation, it has a earlier release. Like I have to release my jump shot earlier on the portal, and that's
Might make it
that's
better
how.
if your PlayStation was wired. If you wired the
Uh,
Ethernet.
right. Well, I mean, have you tried playing away from home yet?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I haven't either, but that's probably what it is. But either way, I tried playing and fucking it I I started doing it right during the fucking playoffs. It was a bad choice. I almost lost the first round, and I ended up coming back on a huge deficit to even get that far. And then I faced the Warriors in the second round of the playoffs, and I simulated the first 3 or 4 games, and I ended up being 3-1, and I started playing. And I won like 1 or 2 games, and then an epic game. That's why I couldn't, like, I could have cheated it obviously when I just restarted. But I'm like, dude, that game was too epic. Like, I mean, it came down to the last number. It was fucking badass. But I lost. But I couldn't take any jump shots. Like, literally, all I could do is go to the rim. I mean, I would get like a slightly late, slightly early jump shot and everything, but I just didn't know. That just pissed me off. And apparently, you can't change teams. Like, I finished my first season, and it didn't, like how last year, like you choose a different team every year. It didn't give me that option. It doesn't even give you an option to change, what's it called? Not change, but request for team, trades and shit. I never got that option until after the first year. So I can't request to be traded, but after 1 year of playing for the team, I can, request for someone else to be traded to my team. Or at least to get them to look for it, you know what I mean? Just like last year, you can encourage it, basically. But that's how this year's game is, basically. You can't change teams. You can encourage to trade somebody after the first year, but what team you pick from the get-go, that's the team you want.
Stank, let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell you something. I rolled up, Lance was out there, you know, on the fucking, he was out there on the, out, wherever he was, right, on, above on that, outside of that tunnel, you know, and, this motherfucker, he's getting shot at, right? I roll up in my car all badass like, right? And I jumped out my ride, and I started attacking the guy attacking him. And the guy decided to jump in my ride, you know?
I took your car.
Yeah, you took him, exactly, as I was trying to protect you. And I thought we were fighting this guy together, he just jumped in his ride, like, alright homie, have fun.
I didn't have a gun!
Bro, I just offered all this.
How am I supposed to attack this guy together, but I don't have a gun?
Bro, I just fucking offered up a cloud to this motherfucking pedestal thing, dude.
And you could have also said something. You could have also said something like, hey Lance, let's get this motherfucker. You're like, nah, I'm gonna jump on my car and get this guy. I'm like, all I saw was an escape. Like, hey, there's a car, I'm taking it. I'm about to survive, motherfucker. You could have offered me a gun too, because you probably had 2.
I think I did.
Huh?
I got a wind boon, so if my pickaxe is good, I'll move fast.
Nah, dude, like look, so like, apart from Fortnite bullshit, especially since you just finished it, but like, this little break I had away from y'all, I started watching a shit ton of Attack on Titan. I needed to do it a lot of time. Like, I mean, I haven't watched Attack on Titan. I mean, I watched it a few seasons after it came out and kept up with it, but the first 2 to 3 seasons, I didn't see except what Blaine watched when we lived back in the day. Like when he started binging it, those first 2 days when he first found it, that's what I saw the first 2 seasons. I didn't start it from episode 1. So like, I finally started from episode 1, and now I'm at like season 3 or almost towards the end of season 3. And oh my god, like there's so many, there's just so much more epic. Like the show was already good and already epic, but after seeing it from that point in the perspective, the show's a lot fucking better than I thought it was. It might be one of the best fucking animes ever.
Yep.
I didn't see all the government, like the main thing I missed was like the government perspective. Like how much they fucked them and shit. Like I knew they were kind of evil and shit, cause like the last couple seasons pointed at it slightly. But like seeing it from the perspective of all the episodes, I'm like, oh my god, like fucking intense. I didn't understand how much of a government role played a role in that anime. I thought it was like 5, maybe 10%, and apparently it was like 40 fucking percent. I mean, don't take that wrong. I mean, I understood it was a government role from a perspective of the other countries outside of that island, but I didn't realize how much the people in the island of themselves were fucking. Just fucked up. I don't know. Like, insanely good. I'm like the part of, I don't know what season. I think it's 3 or 4. The part I'm at right now is what is it? When Historia's dad turns into a Titan after he gets defeated, basically. And that's like exactly where I'm at. Dude, have y'all been watching Dragon Ball Daima? Oh my
Same.
god. What about you, Randy?
I haven't watched the last few either.
No shit. Look, I ain't gonna ruin anything, but I'm gonna say one thing. There's a new Majin Buu.
Yeah, I got that spoiler.
Like, basically it says, the real creator of Majin Buu, like it wasn't Bobbity or Bibbity or his dad and shit. It was someone else. And they make a new one. And on the very latest episode they just had come out last week, they literally show it, what he looks like. What? Did you? You dick. Randy just killed someone too. I don't think I even got a single fucking shot at him. I would have had that kill though. I got
Same way to pick one up.
But nah, straight up. So it turns out Booty and Bobby didn't create Majin Buu, and that this other bitch from Hell did. And they ended up making a new one, and it's already shown what the motherfucker looks like. I don't really care for how it looks. It's kind of, it looks like some GT bullshit, Dragon Ball GT, like some baby bullshit. But I don't know. I thought that was very interesting and cool. Like they're really trying to connect the bullshit together. Especially getting to see baby Vegeta. There's another guy, like further out, not that far. What'd you say though? No, before that. About the Dragon Ball shit. Oh, the Tamagotchi you got for the Dragon Ball? That was okay. That wasn't that epic of a fight. Like I said, it's straight up Dragon Ball, dude. Like it's a story. Like the story is amazing, but as far as an epic battle like Majin Vegeta versus Goku, not there.
No, I didn't think it was good.
Maybe they'll be that, But I don't even think that's ever gonna happen, yo. I think it's literally, they're trying to go back to Dragon Ball days. There's a guy shooting to my right, by the way. No, I mean like over
Getting
here.
really good with the sword, bro. Shot Snoop in the ass.
Good shit. What's 100 damage?
And at
What's it do?
homes. I have a one that has 4 in it over here if you want to try it out. It only comes with
Is
8.
a fireball? Oh yeah. What's that from? Like, is that just random, or is it like from a show or something?
This is random, I'm pretty sure.
Cause I'm not caught up on fucking, I don't think I am anyways, on Samurai, that Samurai show. Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of Samurai show, y'all should check out Blue Eye Samurai, bro.
Show what?
Check out Blue Eye Samurai.
Have you even watched fucking Shield Hero that yet, Randy?
Nah, but you ain't watched Blue Eye Samurai.
Shut up!
You ain't watched Blue Eye Samurai, dog. What are you talking about?
Blue Samurai?
Blue Eye Samurai.
Blue Eyed Samurai. I'll look it up, but I doubt if it gives half the other animes like I mentioned. Like, Blaine finally started the Shield Hero show. And I was like, y'all play video games more than I do, dude. And that's a straight video game anime. It's fucking amazing. Because it tells you what to do. Like, instead of going like I do towards like duelsies and shit of swords or the great sword of Monster Hunter. It's like, look, you gotta look at it as the aspect of the developer. What's the character no one's gonna choose? The shield. And it's like, okay, and then the shield's the best character, right? It's gonna be the fucking character that can probably beat everything with ease if you play it right. With ease.
No, it's not because
I think it is.
Because these hardcore gamers would definitely figure that out, and then everyone would know. Everyone always knows what the best item is or what the best weapon is.
Would they though? Like, who's really trying to play with a fucking Let me say it this way: in Monster Hunter, who's really trying to play with a fucking lance?
Somewhere trying to make videos, maybe. You know, I hate to see
No, I don't think so. I haven't seen it. The only people I've seen playing, the only people I've seen in videos that would play with a lance on Monster Hunter on World was the developers. People that had a part in developing the game. There was nobody who was famous trying to be famous.
Oh, there's a lot of YouTube channels, dude. And I've definitely seen. I mean, I've seen rundown videos where they let you know every single thing to do, show you some hunts and shit.
Even then, it's still the right choice because you can I don't know. There's two ways you can go about it, I guess. I mean, you can go all offensive and be amazing and dodge everything, or you can play it in the long game scheme of like, look, I can just dodge. I don't know. I guess it's just two different ways of playing it. I don't know. I feel like everybody would choose to fray away from that end, and it's gonna give you an advantage to accept that the fact that you're gonna have to be patient. Like, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is that if you choose the shield, you're gonna win if you're patient. If you choose a sword, you're gonna win if you're good and you can dodge and be amazing. But in the long run, the shield's gonna be the easier option.
Gotta do some damage. Is this a 4-seater?
I'm in the back. Do you ever hear the shit talked about Tesla's Cybertruck?
Nah.
I love them, but there's corrosion and shit going on, and then there's like a big fad nowadays of people getting this ceramic wrap on your cars, even on other vehicles, and doing that on a Cybertruck, not ideal apparently. And apparently insurance companies are dropping them from their policies. They won't insure them.
Huh.
Like heavily. Well, it makes sense. They're fucking huge compared to the other cars and shit. Plus, they're made out of metal and bullshit. I don't know. I like the look of them though. I don't think they're feasible though in the long run. I mean, how the fuck you gonna get around on 300 miles
Thank you
and then
right
have
here where
to...
he parked it, bro. The Cybertruck is looking nice right here, dog. With the
I mean, it really is, not gonna lie. Screenshot. But, dude! Side game I've been playing. I got fucked up the other day, and I started playing, Ratchet and Clank, the new one for PS5.
mm-hmm.
So fucking amazing, dude. Like, I've been stuck on the
That is
same mission
good.
for a while because it was a mix of things. Like, started playing with me at one point when I was visiting last time 2 years ago, and that made me not want to play it no more. But then also, the last couple times I also got on it, I just couldn't get past this mission I was on. It was making me feel like a bitch. But like a day or two ago, I finally got on it, and I finally beat that mission. And after I beat that mission, I finally got into more back towards the story, basically. So fucking good, dude. I don't know. That game's fucking awesome. I mean, I can already see where the fucking shit's going towards. Like, right now is the girl and I'm dead. There's a girl and boy version of Ratchet. And then there's also a girl and boy version of Clank. Like, there's the Clank, and then there's the girl version robot little thing, and I can already see it coming. I mean, base, huh? Yeah, I
So
do.
by the fire, bro.
Basically, did I heal you? Basically, I can
Your
already
shield.
assume and guess that the girl version of Clank that Ratchet meets is gonna end up with the girl version of Ratchet. But I don't know. Like, the story's so good. It reminds me of Jack and Dexter. Like, it has a really good story, and I should have finished it a long time ago. That, I can say I regret not finishing it, and I'm gonna finish. That being said, still don't understand the new God of War. Like, there's still a big, huge part of that game. I didn't like the story of it. It didn't hook me. And I played like 2 hours of that into it. But the last one did. Was it good though still? Like it still had like a epic ending or anything? Or a good end, the story or anything? Or is it even story, not even ending? Like, did I not display it enough? It just didn't seem as depth. Like, it didn't seem like it had a good story. Like, I don't know. Cause like, I wasn't even expecting anything from the last God of War. Cause I didn't play the ones before it. But I knew the story completely. I mean, I had it explained to me in great detail from Heather, Bevels and shit. But it seems badass. I really want to replay the 1 through 3 God of War games just because of that. That makes me think the game is not that good then. I would see, with you
It's
saying
real
that, I would
good. It's just
say,
hard to beat the first one.
Rain's the one that asked you about this. You've played Ratchet and Clank and that. Which was better? Story-wise, not gameplay-wise.
God, those two are so hard to
I'm
complain. Like
returning to the
to
lobby, by the way. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I don't know what time it is. What'd you say though?
That's World 4. It's so hard to say which of those is better. They're both really good.
That's enough. That's enough though, because I believe God of War is on a caliber that they shouldn't even be in a competition with Ratchet and Clank.
Nah, Ratchet is really good, dude. I mean,
Oh, it is. It is. But I don't put it on a caliber of God of War. The first three games, it should like if they would have kept up
nah,
to its
dude.
caliber.
The first
Cause
The
Ratchet, come
Ratchet
on,
Clank is
man.
better
Ratchet
than the
and
first.
Clank's been
Story wise, is just as good. Just in a different way. Yeah. All the
nah.
Ratchets have been just as good, just in a different
They've
way.
been playing it out. They've been stretching it. Like it's just, and don't get me wrong. They've been doing it good, but they were still stretching it. They were just adding a new story to another story. God of War had this flow to it, and it was this epic. The 1 through 3, and then even the fourth one. The fourth one is where I picked it up. I couldn't stop playing it. The story was so good that I just binged the fuck out of it. I beat that game in like 3 days. The fourth one,
I
the
did
fifth one,
too.
I mean, yeah, exactly. The fifth one though, I couldn't make it past a couple hours.
Uh, I thought it was good. I thought it was really good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. But I thought it still was really good. I thought the story. I mean, you're trying to wrap up such an amazing story you fucking left open. You know.
I feel like the new Gears of God of War game is like the newest Devil May Cry game is to you, Randy, because you didn't finish that. But to me, I had such an investment to it that it didn't matter what it was. I just wanted to see the end of the story. I've been waiting like 10 years for this shit. Did I lose everybody?
No, I'm sorry. So, I mean, for a second.
See, I'm not that type of guy though. Like, other people I could understand seeing that in it, but a lot of the part for me is the story. I don't give a fuck about the challenge because like I can beat this no matter what. It doesn't matter what I'm gonna have to do to learn how to beat it. Because a million other people are gonna beat it already. You're not gonna make this game to my level, like to where I'm gonna struggle to beat it. It's just a matter of what someone else had to learn to beat it. It's like okay, if the majority can beat this motherfucker, I know I can. It's not a competition for me. But the story is what always hooks me. And I don't know, the story just did not hook me on fucking the new God of War. But y'all played it more through. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, was there some cool shit that happened at least? That was worth seeing? Because I realized obviously fucking Kratos' son is just gonna become more of a badass, but how badass does he really become in this game? That's a letdown to me. As I'm saying, it's a letdown. See, and then at that point, I would say this game was meant to be a letdown, and maybe the next game's gonna be badass and it's gonna be all about his son. But is it really? When always they say that, why Egypt and why that?
I think it's fan speculation. It's just like, what other gods can you kill?
Right. Okay, because it sounds like some Assassin's Creed shit. I'm not gonna lie. Uh-huh. Raja, or whatever it is. Like from Yu-Gi-Oh, the God of Sun or whatever it is. Because there's only I only know two gods of Egypt, and it's like the God of Sun, and then there's the fucking Anubis. Yeah, I'd probably like the fuck out of that, cause I don't know, cause I really like Greek. I don't know, like what gods was really this one about? That was still good about like the Greek mythology, right? What was Norse? Isn't that Greek? That's what I'm saying, like Hercules, Zeus, and all that bullshit. That's Greek, right? I thought Odin was Greek. What the fuck's Norse? You just say Greek. But what country or continent did it come from? I wonder. That's what I was trying to think of the word. Like, it sounded like Viking, but I don't know where the fuck Vikings came from. Usually Germany? What the fuck's Germany, though? Is that Germany? Dude, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about that kind of shit, like this, like, what's from whatever continent, country, and shit like that. Isn't it fucking crazy that Germany ever did have, a quarter, if not less even, of what they did? They're a fucking country, or whatever the fuck they are, smaller than everything. And every time, like, what's his face? That comedian that died, Norm McDonald? Like, he says it a lot and shit. It's like, he has a joke about it saying, like, Germany has been in multiple wars. And every war they've been in, they've been like, you know what? Fuck everybody. We're taking you all on. Like that's fucking crazy. It's like they did it, failed, and they did it again, failed. But they didn't. I don't know. Like as smart as people are, who does that? Like they could have said, like, you know what? I love y'all, but yeah, exactly. Like fuck these people, but like, hey, let's get these people, and then build up, and then say, no, fuck y'all too, and then get them. Because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they did some horrible shit, so they weren't above it. So why did they stick to it so strictly of being, nah, fuck everybody? But at the same time, that's what Russia's doing right now. Until Trump got elected. I don't know if y'all seen that, but fucking even Putin's like, nah, I respect Trump. Have you seen that? Like, since I don't remember exactly what it was said and shit, but there's been indication, like, there's already been shit said from Russia's Putin and shit like that. And it's like, he's always, I don't know exactly the words of it, but what I take from it is that Putin's glad Trump's president.
Of
And it's
course
like,
he is.
why do you say of course?
Because Trump is
Because I am,
anti-war,
let me
anti-establishment,
pause.
trying to have their dirty little fingers in everything, which is what caused this war in the first place.
He's
And
not. He's not anti. Trump is, to me at least, Trump isn't anti anything. He is like, look, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna fuck you up. You wanna do it? Look, you got a button
no,
on
he's
your head.
anti-establishment, like U.S. establishment, like and anti, globalism and shit. So, I die.
Deuces. No, I guess like I understand that side of it. I don't know. The way I saw it was that he's doing what he wants to do, whatever reason that Putin doing whatever he wants to do. Trump is over here like look, I ain't gonna stop you. It's not my concern. It's their country's concern. But if you do anything to hurt us, we're gonna fuck you up, dude. My button's bigger.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last time before North Korea had real capabilities of nuking the US, and now they do.
What do you mean
So the
we're capable of
conversation's gonna go
war? I
different.
feel like North Korea's have.
They had nuclear warheads, they didn't have the missiles to carry them, and certainly not carry them across the ocean.
I guess that's
But
another aspect. I always assumed that even since Trump was president last time, that they had the capability of shooting a missile all the way to
that's why
us.
no one ever fucking cared about him, and then everyone laughed at him. But backed Russia into a corner. Putin's like, I need men. Yo, North Korea, let's tighten our fucking partnership here. Let's enter into a military partnership, just like NATO, to where if one of us is attacked, the other one is sworn to come defend it.
I don't know where
And
you're getting that
now,
knowledge. Wait. I don't know
oh,
where
I
you're getting that
follow this
knowledge
shit.
from, but I assume you're right more than I am. But
Oh, I'm 100% right. I know, like, I'm not, this isn't speculation, like,
what
I
makes
follow
you
this shit from a lot of different people, a lot of different
exactly?
angles.
You follow it. But what makes you think that another country is any better than ours? What makes you think that they have? Because look, let's be honest. Like most of our
Oh, dude.
TVs, most of our technology, Samsung and all that shit, that's way better than Apple. The only reason people use Apple is because it's more foreign to us. It's more compatible. Samsung is better all day long. I use Apple
Right.
because everybody else
Samsung
uses
is
it. It's more made for
Japanese, right?
English. Not Japanese, it's Korean.
Is
But
Korean.
yeah, but because they make better TVs and everything than us. But
Right.
obviously, Apple is gonna make better shit for us because we're English, so it's gonna be direct. That's why if you look at
So what's
Apple
the
in the long
correlation?
run, if you look at Apple, the keyboards. The reason people use Apple is because the keyboards and being able to text stuff as English way easier. It is there's algorithms and shit that follows
Uh-huh.
us better. So obviously it's gonna be better for us, and obviously, and especially for me. I work with people all around this fucking construction shit. It's easier to text somebody with a blue bubble because they're wanting to like not say okay or cool on all these redundant messages. They want to like it or whatever. It's
Uh-huh.
easier. It makes everything more fluent, but it doesn't make it better. It just makes it easier for us. So it doesn't mean Apple's better. It's just better for us. So in the long run, I think Samsung's probably the number one
So what does
brand
that do
ever.
with North Korea's missiles?
Because if they have the better phones and everything, why would we be better at anything else than they are? They
North
obviously,
Korea doesn't have shit. South
I think their
Korea has
technology is
all
a lot
that.
better than us.
It's not. North Korea is a shithole, dude.
How
They
could you
don't.
say that? Okay, let me say it this way, because obviously I'm talking from a very ignorant place, but
And let you know, I'm talking from a pretty well informed place. Okay, just along
for
this shit,
what
like
for what
if I'm talking other nations and fucking world affairs and shit, like I'll tell you if I'm not sure, but if I'm fucking saying some shit, then I'm pretty confident in what I'm saying when it
see,
comes to that. Because I don't
I,
follow it from one
I
angle, I
understand
follow it from a bunch of different people, different angles,
exactly,
try to get the
exactly.
truth of everything, you know?
No, exactly. You're following the angle from people. I don't follow it from people. I am a philosopher. I have spent my life and every day of my life
How
trying
does
to figure out
philosophy
people.
tell you, okay, how does philosophy tell you that North Korea has been, every time they have a new advancement in
I
missile
can already say
technology,
this
they test their missiles all the time, right? And they're never successful. As soon
because
as
you're
they enter
hearing what
this
other people
partnership,
say. You think they're really telling you what their test results are and stuff? I'm saying, from a philosophy view of me, I'm saying they're one step away from South Korea. How could one place next to the other be a great margin better than the other?
okay, let me tell you how. Because South Korea is a free nation, it's an ally with the U.S., it's a part of NATO, it trades with the world. North
That doesn't make
Korea
them better.
Well, it gets you more things, right? Because your people are healthier, they're happier, they're creating stuff, you're trading with the world. Dude, the U.S., along with
I
most other
don't see
nations,
that
don't
right
have
there though.
anything
No,
if they
no,
don't
no.
trade with the
Pause.
world.
Pause. That I don't agree with though. I don't agree with being open and free and giving people freedom makes you better. I believe pushing them and putting them in a struggle is
But
what makes them
trading with the
better.
world is what allows you to have the resources to create things
But
on a
what
national
is not
scale.
exactly. So if North Korea is so close to South Korea,
hmm
what aren't they really being introduced to that South Korea is being introduced to? Nobody's hiding
There
shit.
is a
That's
long
to that
ass, no,
degree.
there's a long ass, it's called, what is it called? The DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone, which is at the border of South Korea and North Korea. And it's a pretty big area in which is always guarded by military, 100% of the time. North Koreans can
Say
have
that
no
again.
outside. It's
Pause.
100.
Wait. I just want to make sure I understand you. You're saying the area between South and North Korea, there's a margin, like
Yeah,
a
at the
small gap.
border. Yeah, at the border, there's a fucking. It's just there's a couple buildings there, and it's called the Demilitarized Zone. So it's just the area where like they agreed a little space on the border and everything, and right on the edge of that, they have military people, personnel always watching and always guarding this border. You know, um, North Korea and South Korea, they're not allowed to cross over that ever, right? North Koreans are not allowed to leave. They will be shot and killed if they leave, and if they do leave, if they get away, their family will be
Wait.
tortured.
I didn't hear what you said for 1 second. Did you just say that North Koreans are allowed to cross that border,
No, they
but
are
South
not.
Korea,
North
but South
Koreans,
Koreans are allowed to?
no, South Koreans, no one can cross that border. No one can cross that border unless Kim Jong Un and the president of South Korea agree upon it, right? Like obviously, Trump was the first president in history to cross that border, and he crossed it over to meet with Kim Jong Un. Maybe not in history, but in a long time. So I'm not exactly sure if it was history or not, but I think
Pretty
it
sure.
was. Um, so But South Koreans, they can leave their country, right? They can go to the U.S. They can go where the fuck they want.
That's one thing I do know. That is
North Korea,
that North
yeah,
Korea is heavily strict. I mean, they're not even allowed to get the same haircut as Kim Jong
right.
Un, whatever the fuck his
They
name is. But I don't
cannot
think that
leave.
proves anything.
It is about 100% loyalty to your fucking master, Kim Jong Un. But what I'm saying is, they don't. There are so many fucking like, um, not terrorists, but sanctions and everything. They're the most heavily sanctioned nation. They're not allowed to trade with fucking anybody. That they do trade with people. They do trade with Russia and they do trade with China, right? And maybe El Salvador, um, because those are their allies. And so that's how they keep things moving. Is with China and Russia. China and Russia cut them off, then they'd be completely fucked. Because they're already very low on food, and they have always been ever since they succeeded, or they became North Korea, and the Un family took over, the Kim
I
family
really
rather.
get I get kind of what you're going towards. I just don't understand where you don't get my side of it. That what makes
Because
you
this,
think any of these people are being honest? Like, because look at a gaming or a gamer perspective. When you play on a game, there's this very smart margin. Like, obviously, if you want to be great at something, you gotta put a lot of hours into it. But these gamers that's like number one, those gamers that's number one, or even number 50 in the country, there's a fucking very small margin between that and number 3,000. Because every little tiny misstep makes a difference. And these people are doing fucking everything to keep up that cigarette. They're chain smoking, dude. Like, let me say it this way. I heard recently, which was a way better perspective for me, that a lot of our armies in wars that we've had in the world, do you realize that, or have you heard that they weren't being out there being righteous? They weren't trying their best and defend their country. They were being fed dopamine and all these drugs the crack, everything to be on point. I mean, and even to a point that there's stuff that people don't talk about, dude, that they would dose it down. It's like, look, you got the people in first in line. We're gonna give them all the crack, everything. All right, you got the people in second in line. We're gonna give them a little bit less crack, but we're still gonna give them crack. And then there's a third line. You give them a little bit less. They had it down to a margin for century. I don't know. I can't say centuries. I would at least say last 100 years. I can't even say that. But I know this has been done in lots of wars. It's not people being trained, being sent out there. It's brainless fucking idiots that they just feed drugs to, dude. To keep them on point, to stay focused and do this and that. And overall, in the whole world, especially now that we have internet and all this other bullshit, it's a very small margin of what country's smarter than the other. Everybody's just looking out for themselves to a degree nowadays, especially even more so. And I don't think we're at a point to where you can say any country in this world is smarter than the other, that they're not hiding something more than the other to,
Resources. You can't say who has more resources, and resources is what
but
creates
the resources
things.
don't mean shit to a degree. If you're trying to kill people, if you're trying to make a threat, it matters in the long
You know
run,
how much
of course.
resources it costs to make
It
one
doesn't
nuclear
matter.
weapon?
It does matter to if you're trying to survive it. But if you're just trying to kill, like, look, you wanna attack me? Yeah, you're gonna
But to
kill me.
create the things that
But
are
I
going
have
to
enough.
kill.
They have enough though. Like, especially like in my perspective and like my ignorant
Uh,
knowledge is,
right. I
I
mean, there's
do
been a
think
war going
they
on this
have
whole time.
nuclear
This,
shit, but they have more nuclear shit that I've ever heard of over
yeah, they have
towards
more
Asia.
than nukes. They have nukes.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so that's the most powerful weapon that's even made to man right now. And they have the most of it, and that's why Russia's trying to conquer fucking Ukraine and shit. But they have the knowledge. I don't know. I think everybody has the knowledge. I think it's just a big pyramid
No,
scheme.
it's not. No, yeah. I mean, every country that doesn't have nukes isn't the reason they don't have nukes isn't because they are not capable of making nukes. Ukraine doesn't have nukes. They've been capable of making them the
Yeah, I
entire
think that's
time. They
bullshit.
used to
I think
have
they
them.
do. I think they do.
And they're asking for nukes. Why do they ask for nukes?
But why do you think they're asking for nukes? Like this is something
To
you
keep
heard.
Russia
That's what
to from.
that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
this is what I heard from the president of Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly. We just had Kamala try to run for president, and she was a bitch that didn't know anything.
I
That
don't
shit knew
agree
anything,
with
right?
him. I'm just saying they don't have nukes. You know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. So what makes you think they don't? What makes you think they're being honest? Do you think they would actually tell you or not?
Well, I think that any nation that has nukes, the primary reason they would ever use one is if they were being taken over aggressively, all their people being killed, and it looks
I
like
don't
certain
see. That's
defeat of
No, you're
losing your
right.
nation.
Like I see where you could come from to saying that, but when I think of it, if they were superior and better than I am, they wouldn't use them no matter what. Because Chernobyl has already showed that if you use those, that makes an area of land that for a long time
Hmm.
you can't live at. You can't
Yeah.
farm. You can't do anything. So like to make
No,
that
I think it's something like
decision, it takes
50
a lot.
nukes would have to go off in the same day to basically kill like 99% of
I
life
guess
on Earth.
like this would be the better way of saying it. That the same thing I just said, what makes them pull that trigger versus do I just let these people conquer me? Because in the long run, if they conquer me, or maybe I'm wrong, but it's better for humanity. But also, you can look at it the other perspective that why is nobody
I
else
don't think
stepping
anyone
up?
should ever use nukes. Ever. I don't think there's a reason to use nukes. I don't think no matter what. I think if your whole country's fucked, you never use nukes, like no matter what. But
Exactly.
these
No,
world
you're
leaders
right.
think differently.
Exactly. You're right. Completely. But why? would Russia ever try to even target anybody? Why would they like? Why
Russia
would
has
they
something.
attack?
If they're nuked and like if they're like nuked to hell, and after a certain period, if there's they have a system, right, and it detects if there's radiation in the air. If they detect that, and then also it doesn't get any messages back from trying to reach out to like all the different like commanders and shit, and, like anyone of value basically. There's a bunch of different people that could acknowledge it and make it not do it. But if no one acknowledges it, it detects fucking radiation in the air, it sets off all its active nukes, sends them to their their designated targets. So,
Like I think the best way, I don't know if it's the best way, but a way I want to explain it is that if somebody had the power of nukes and they have to make the decision whether it's Ukraine or anybody else and they don't have them, if they had to make that decision of not doing it or not or doing it, it's the same decision to me as of Russia right now. What makes them even think at this day and age to even attack another country?
well,
Because what's the point?
depends on who you listen to.